Welcome the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor, Mr Terry Waite, and Dr Mark Collins, Director of the Commonwealth Foundation.
It's a great privilege and a great honour for me to welcome you here to Guildhall, the seat of the world's oldest continuous municipal democracy, for the Commonwealth Foundation Lecture in this, the 60th anniversary year of the Commonwealth, and given by Terry Waite, who has most generously stepped in to replace Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who regrettably is unwell. All I will say, Terry, is that you are one of those really good eggs, an inspiration to others, and we are really honoured to have you with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a wonderful and uplifting occasion. And now I really do hand over to you, Dr. Collins. Thank you very much.
Terry's name is associated with public duty in the face of adversity. It has got him into some sticky spots in the past, but tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he's very much amongst friends. I know we're in for a treat, so let us give him the warmest Commonwealth welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Waite.
I will begin by saying, good evening, dear friends. Having myself visited and worked in some 40 of the 53 Commonwealth countries, I can testify not only to its remarkable diversity, but also to the wealth of talent present within it. Unlike many other global associations, the Commonwealth is not held together primarily by trading between members. It is held by sharing common values and by democracy, freedom, peace, and the rule of law, and the opportunity for all. In an association as diverse and varied as indeed the Commonwealth is, it is not easy to maintain unity around such values. But when such unity is achieved and experienced, it is infinitely more valuable than economic ties alone. In today's world, such an association is as needed as it ever was. It is needed to inspire and to help the whole world keep that vision bright and to translate it into actions that transform individual lives as well as transforming cultures and society. But it's not my intention to relate these many successes to you in this lecture. Rather, I would wish to address myself to some of the challenges that face us today as we step forward to pursue the vision so eloquently expressed by those who have given shape to the Commonwealth in the past 60 years. This evening, I would like to address myself primarily to the leaders of tomorrow, to the young man in an African village who tomorrow will be the leader of his country and who will face all the developmental changes that will bring. To the young woman in Jamaica or St. Lucia who will enter the legal profession and engage in the battle for justice and the rule of law. To the students in Pakistan who will directly face the issues of terrorism, conflict, and extremism. To the young men and women of so many countries who are going to have to face the severe and in some cases catastrophic consequences of climate change. They are the ones to whom the Commonwealth looks at this time. The decision makers of today are now laying down the agenda for tomorrow. And it is vital that correct and wise decisions are taken. Wrong or delayed decisions will literally mean disaster for countless millions of people. Top of the agenda, I put the forthcoming climate change conference in Copenhagen. I've been told on good authority that as long ago as 1987, the President of the Maldives, President Gayoom, told a Commonwealth heads of government meeting that unless urgent action was taken to deal with the issues raised by climate change, his country was in acute danger of disappearing underwater. It is said that his remarks were received with amusement by some in the audience. The new President Nasheed's recent plea that the islanders might have to evacuate their homes is taken much more seriously. Nowadays, these threats are not so easily dismissed. The predictions made by scientists are proving to be uncomfortably true, or even over-optimistic. The Secretary-General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, recently said in relation to the Copenhagen conference, and here I quote, "If we get it wrong," he said, "we face catastrophic damage to people and to the planet." Kiribati and the Maldives, not to mention Bangladesh, are just 3 of the Commonwealth countries facing potential disaster. Commonwealth leaders went part of the way in doing so when they met in Kampala 2 years ago. They need to go much further when they meet in Port of Spain in November, with CHOGM taking place just a week before the Copenhagen summit. Its voice must be heard on climate change, and it must be heard loud and clear. And if its voice is heard, it must say that all voices must be heard, including the voices of the smaller and poorer countries, who are every bit as much a part of the deal as the wealthy ones. It's invariably they who do the least environmental damage, but are so often the worst affected by climate change. The important point of my address tonight: supporting young people in their growth and development. Noble aims and objectives indeed, but they are the essential elements of the Commonwealth today. This great association celebrates its 60th anniversary this year with the very apt slogan that it is serving a new generation. There is a mountain of evidence to show that it is doing just that. I know that there has been a very successful youth development program for nearly 40 years now, with its own separate budget and with different regional centers around the world, each a global resource in matters of global importance in areas like youth work, education and training, or the role of young people in local governance, or in HIV/AIDS, or in peace building. All of the things I have talked about tonight, like climate change, democratic values, fractured societies, and issues, are issues where young people can teach us and in which they will inherit the mess that we leave them. We had better involve them now. We are in a young Commonwealth. It is the fortunes of our young which will decide if the Commonwealth continues to be in rude good health in another 60 years' time.
I'm sure I speak for all of you in thanking Terry for his gripping, passionate, principled, and insightful address.